Hi everyone, it's Mag, and today we're not going to do a shave video, but I have a tip video for all you wet shavers out there. It's probably an old tip, but if you're new to wet shaving and you can't figure out what's causing the razor burn on the bottom of your neck, or perhaps maybe you're not a beginner, you're maybe an intermediate, but you still nick yourself on the neck once in a while. And I know that in the wet shave community, they talk about going with the grain, across the grain, and against the grain. So we're going to show you guys a tip on how you can figure out how your facial hair grows. So when I started to shave, I watched a few videos online, and I talked to some people who did shaving, and I shaved with a cartridge razor for a long while. And shaving with a cartridge razor really doesn't create the same irritation. You have the multiple blades as well that kind of cover the fact a little bit. But when I started to shave, down here at the base of the neck, I used to get a little red. And I know that when you first start shaving, a lot of the wet shave forums and communities, they talk about the three ways, the three different passes of shaving. So you would go with the grain first, across the grain, and then against the grain, and you would get a BBS, or a baby bottom smooth shave. And when I started, I was getting the razor irritation, but I thought that I was doing it correctly, because I looked at the mirror and I saw how my hair was growing, and it's difficult to see. You need a little bit of growth so you can tell. But there was a video that Kevy Shaves did a long time ago, and I think he got the idea from Geo Fatboy. But he talked about using regular old cotton balls. And what you can do is you can rub them on your face, and it will tell you which way the hair is growing, so that you'll be able to determine what is going against the grain. So just by taking the cotton ball and rubbing it, I'm going to go down the side of my cheek, nice and soft, and it's not leaving any residue behind, going down to my neck, just rubbing the cotton ball lightly. You can see here, it's starting to come apart, but I know why. So my neck kind of starts to go straight down, and then it fans out. And if I go all the way down my neck, down here at the bottom, you can see a little bit of the cotton ball is getting left behind. So if I go down and then fan like this, oh, that was me coming back the other way. See? Doesn't leave anything behind. So that is how you can tell which way your hair grows. So that is with the grain, and that's what you should do for your first pass. It chops down the majority of your whiskers, and then it makes it easier to go across the grain and against the grain for that baby bottom smooth shave. If you're trying to go across the grain, against the grain, or somehow at some odd angle where it's not with the grain on your first pass, that's where you're going to start to get the razor burn. So if I take the same cotton ball, and if I go against the grain, right, I'm going to go up. See? Now the whiskers is catching the cotton, letting me know that that's not the normal flow of hair, the direction my hair grows. So that's just a little quick tip that you new wet shavers can use, or maybe even some of your more experienced wet shavers. You can see how your hair grows if you don't know. So hopefully that will help you get a better shave. It certainly helped me to understand how my face works. And I was able to eliminate a lot of the razor burn that I had show up on the bottom of my neck. And of course those little irritating nicks where you think you're doing everything right, and all of a sudden you just catch yourself, because it's not meant to go against the grain on your first pass. It's a lot of hair, in the corner of your razor, maybe is just catching a little bit and, ripping it out or doing something funky. So just use regular old cotton balls. You can go to your dollar store, you could buy a bag of these for 99 cents. You only need a couple. And I'm sure that there's other things that you can use them for, like, you know, not listening to your wife or snoring or who knows what. But I hope that tip helps. Certainly leave some comments what you think. Did you use that method? Do you have a method other than that? Certainly we appreciate your subscriptions and your time for viewing the videos. Give us a like, and we hope to see you back on a future video. Thanks again for watching.